I had the opportunity back in 1999 to meet my mentor and my dear friend, Dr. Ken Blanchard, the 1 Minute Manager. And there is no doubt that Ken's teaching had an amazing influence on the way I ended up leading. In fact, to the point that in 2009, Ken and I wrote a book together called Helping People Win at Work. And the byline is, I'm not here to mark your paper, I'm here to help you get an A. And to me, that was so profound because the standard employee review was this annual thing that you sat down with your leader and you talked about things that happened months before that were probably irrelevant now. And if you had have known something about it, you probably would have done something about improving on it. And this whole concept came from Ken when he was a university professor. He used to give out the final paper of his class at the beginning of the class. And he would spend the next 3 semesters helping people learn the answers. Because Ken said life is not about getting an A, it's about helping people get an A. And the standard review system didn't do that. Do you remember your standard review? The phone rings, it's human resources. Hi, this is Gary. Oh, hi, it's human resources here. The annual reviews are due in next week. I'm sure you've been completing them on time. Would you get them over to us so that we can schedule your one-on-ones with your direct reports? Oh, of course. What? Nothing about it. You'd sit down with someone and say, here are a few things that I liked what you did during the year, and here's some areas you could have improved on. And the person would have the right to say, if you would have shared that with me 5 months ago, maybe we could do something about it. So we threw out the annual review and we went into actually having conversations with people on a quarterly basis around what does an A look like in your role? If it walked in today, how would we identify it? And my job is to help you get that A. Now, there's a key element to that. One of the words that I have a very big dislike for is manager. In some dictionaries, the word manager is described as manipulator. Good morning, I'm your manager. What? Imagine if you weren't the manager, but you were the coach. And your job was to coach people to get that A. So a great coach is committed to helping people get an A, is brave enough to put the player's growth as the number one opportunity. They know the game, the standards, and what winning really looks like. A great coach stays on the sideline resisting the urge to jump in and take over. That's called what most people do, micromanage. They observe first, listen deeply, and watches how the play unfolds. They add value through timely, honest feedback that helps the player improve the next play. They expect the player to apply the coaching that is required. They never seek to take the podium and take the prize away from the player, and they invest time in that stinky locker room. That's where they build trust, safety, and belief. So our job is to be a great coach. Our job is to help those we have the privilege to lead, to step into the best version of their personal self. That's why 97% of people at WD-40 company said they respect their coach. Now remember, if you lay in that word that I dislike, manager, that's saying they respect their manager. Most people leave organizations because they have a disagreement or they don't like the person that's their manager. When we asked them, why do you respect your coach? The answer came back very simply. The coach is here to help me win, to help me get my A. So get rid of that word manager. And as a leader, be that great learner, that great teacher, and that great coach to help people get their A. Do you think it's time to go to school? Well, if you'd like to, join me on my LinkedIn page and join the School of Dumbassery. On a regular basis, I post learnings and updates on how we are learning to be a better owner of the power of Dumbassery. So the School of Dumbassery on my LinkedIn page is there. Come join us, join the school, join the conversation, and let's learn together on why Dumbassery is our superpower.